Python syntax, what is syntactic sugar explained? Have you ever wondered why some programming languages seem easier to read and write? Today, we are going to talk about a concept in Python that makes coding a bit sweeter: syntactic sugar. So, what exactly is syntactic sugar in Python? Syntactic sugar refers to special syntax that makes code easier to read and write without adding any new features to the language. It provides a clearer way to express operations that could otherwise be more complicated. This means that while the functionality remains the same, the way we write it becomes simpler and more intuitive. For example, when you access an element in a list, you might use the notation list variable index. This is syntactic sugar for a more verbose method call, which would be list variable, getItem, index. Both do the same thing, but the bracket notation is much easier to use. Another great example is list comprehensions. Instead of writing a long loop to create a list, you can use a compact syntax. For instance, to create a list of squares, you can write squares equals x squared for x in range 10. This is much shorter than the longer loop from where you would first create an empty list and then append each square in a loop. The with statement is another example of syntactic sugar. It simplifies resource management. When working with files, instead of using try-finally blocks to ensure files are closed properly, you can just use with. For example, you can write with open file, txt, r as file, data equals file read. This way, the file will automatically close after you are done, making your code cleaner. Operators like plus, minus, and multiplication are also forms of syntactic sugar. When you write count plus equals 1, it is a shorter way of saying count equals count. I had 1. This makes your code more readable and saves you from typing more. Understanding syntactic sugar is important for anyone learning Python. It helps clarify how Python code works and why certain ways of writing code are preferred. While it makes the code look nicer and easier to manage, it does not change what Python can do. In summary, syntactic sugar in Python provides simpler and clearer syntax alternatives for tasks that could be expressed in more complex ways. This helps programmers write code that is easier to read and maintain while keeping the core capabilities of the language intact.